I'm going to switch things up and start from best to worst because, let's be honest, we all know which one is number one. The real mystery is which Jurassic movie do I think is the worst of them all. Hey everyone, I'm the guy with no name. As always, thanks for stopping by. Real quick, I'm trying to get to 350 subscribers as quickly as I can, so if you enjoy the video, like and subscribe and show your support. With that out of the way, let's get to ranking. Starting off at number one, not only is it by far the best in the franchise, but I contend it's also one of the best movies ever made. Jurassic Park is a great example of what happens when every aspect of making a movie fires on all cylinders. Steven Spielberg's directing, John Williams' iconic musical score, the acting of the likes of Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum, not to mention the cinematography, special effects, compelling and unique story, great pacing, and so much more. It's just
perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
2. Jurassic World. I remember when the idea of a Jurassic Park 4 was almost considered as far-fetched of an idea as Star Wars Episode 7 was. When I found out Jurassic World was coming, I went in cautiously optimistic, but ultimately I ended up enjoying it. Retrospectively, Jurassic World seems much better considering what came after. Yes, there's a decent amount of nostalgia bait, and it's not at all a perfect movie, but I enjoyed getting to see John Hammond's vision, albeit a more futuristic vision, realized. And Chris Pratt made for a good protagonist for this new trilogy. 3 words: motorbiking with raptors. Need I say more? Number 3, Jurassic Park 3. I'm guessing that here's where my list gets controversial. But I gotta say, I feel like this movie gets the closest to capturing the tone of the first one. I loved seeing the return of Dr. Alan Grant, and I actually found the Spinosaurus to be an imposing antagonist. Sure, it's got plenty of flaws, and yes, I get the parents are annoying, and yeah, the kid has unrealistic commando-like skills, but I just overall found this film to be fun and intense. Sue me. Number 4, Jurassic World Rebirth. The best thing I can say about the most recent installment in the franchise is it's not offensively bad, at least. Aside from a Snickers bar being the reason behind the crap hitting the fan in a top secret lab, and the ridiculously stupid and risk-taking family shoehorned into the plot, the rest of the movie was fine. The characters were okay, the big bad dino was out there and ultimately didn't do much, and the story was too simple. I don't like using this term, but I'll make an exception just this once for this movie. It's meh. 5. Jurassic World Dominion. We are officially in the awful territory of the franchise. I don't care if it was forced, I have to admit it was great seeing the original trio return, even though they were more or less wasted. I'm just glad they didn't have Ian Malcolm's evil son kill him, Ellie Sattler float like Mary Poppins, and Alan Grant turn into a depressed hermit. Glad they learned what not to do with the OG cast when you bring them back. However, it had a convoluted plot, bad special effects, spent way too much time on locusts of all things, and was pretty forgettable. Not forgettable enough though, if you ask me. 6. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. The highly anticipated follow-up to what I considered to be a worthy sequel. This one started off okay, but it got worse and worse, and once it turned into an entirely different movie, it lost me. The story just got way too goofy for me, and the characters consistently made dumb decisions that made me roll my eyes. All might have been forgiven though, if it was at least a fun time, but I found myself bored through most of it. And last and definitely least, number 7, The Lost World Jurassic Park. On paper, I could see thinking this was a good sequel to the first film, having a lot of familiar elements while adding a lot of new elements to it, and not just rehashing the same basic story. Also, the idea of having Ian Malcolm as the protagonist sounds good in theory, but I found him to be much less likable here, despite Goldblum's best efforts. The script is vastly inferior to that of the original. The pacing seemed very slow to me. I didn't care about any of the characters at all, and the end sequence with the T-Rex rampaging through the city was pointless. But words cannot describe why this movie takes 7th place easily. The little girl gymnastics sequence remains one of the worst scenes I have ever had the misfortune of viewing in any movie. It's like Tommy Wiseau level bad, only no aspect of it is enjoyable in any way. To take arguably the scariest and most menacing dinos from Jurassic Park and have them be defeated by a little girl doing a gymnastics bar routine is worse than nuking the fridge, in my opinion. It's so bad. I know it's one sequence, but still, it's like serving say, a delicious ice cream sundae with just a few drops of inland taipan snake venom. Sure, it's just a few drops, but a few drops is enough to ruin the whole thing and probably kill you. So that's my list, but now to the most important part, what's your list? Let me know how you would rank the Jurassic movies in the comments below, and I really do try to get to each and every comment, and I love, especially on ranking videos, comparing and contrasting our lists. Also, if you haven't yet, check out my review of Superman and also my review of Jurassic World Rebirth. Until next time, this is the guy with no name, signing off.